the winner of this quarterfinal. Declan Wyton out of Sydney, Australia in the red, and the always smiling Taka Inoue from Japan is in the blue. Two regulars out there right now looking like the Pier Bowl is going to be the first option that they're looking at this morning. Straight to the nose. That wave steepens up quick too. Has to make the adjustment on the fly. What a way to really make it right there. Beautiful carve on the backhand. I love the way that he was just able to...
And went for the left, strokes into it, the 2 steps up to the nose, holds his ground there as he reaches around, wraps it into the white water, but then that kind of ends up being the end of that wave there. So that's what...
As we see right now, Taka deep on this right-hander. Well done. This wave, very difficult to read, and he adjusts well. Looking to get another nose ride in. He's going to kick out as there's too much froth on the face right here for that one. 23:20 on the clock, so.
Average to excellent. And then this is Taka's. He also does the 2 steps to the nose, gets a really critical nose ride, but then washes it off right away with the cutback. And I think that connectivity is why he was nodded with a 5.5.
Oh, a good exchange. And he was really deep on this one, behind the peak pretty much.
Yeah, super critical right there. There was a moment there you thought he might lose it, but he holds strong. He's a small guy, but really strong. I was talking to him yesterday. He rides like 10-inch fins, really, really big fat fins, because he finds that his boards are too loose, but sitting under priority.
And behind the peak, I thought he was going to get barreled initially on that one, but the wave just never cooperated for that. 20 minutes and 20 on the clock.
Before the event started, I was we were watching them free surf and stuff, and he gets the 2 quick steps to the nose, very critical nose ride with some of his body language there as he arched it back, but stuffs the nose and flies.
Well, he did a front flip going forward right there.
I think it's 9-inch.
And he's up. Gets a quick 5 right there. Has to regroup and just does an incredible carve. A drop knee carve right in the pocket. Number 4 and 49% picking Japan's Taka Inoue to make it out of this heat right here at the Lexus US Open of Surfing presented by Pacifico. Declan up and riding. Had some work on the outside. Only needs a 2.77 or better to move up in the first place. Just under 12 minutes on the clock. These are 30-minute quarterfinals for the men. And Declan opting to trunk it this morning.
He needed to start gaining some momentum here. Like you said, only needed a 2.77. Starts off with the 2 steps 5 to 10. Carefully brings it back around into the white water there as we see that wave starting to reform. Navigates it well. Got a couple little ribs going on there, and he manages to find that inside section. And definitely going to throw away that 1.77 as we see Taka up and down.
You know what I really enjoy about the longboarders here? You never see the Huntington hop. And 10 minutes on the clock. Taka up and riding here. An important wave in this heat. Controls the second nose ride. Has to jump off. But at one point it seemed like he was nearly losing it on that one. But that should be an improvement on the 1.43 that he has at the moment as his backup through these waves.
All right, so 2 steps, quick steps to the 5, maybe quick 10. Little radical, a little bit all over the place, but he did remain in control. There we have another point of view there. Gets 2 nose rides on there. He only needs a 4.35, considering the 4.17 that Declan opened with, which just had 1 nose ride and 1 turn. It could come close to the same. It looks like he's going to drop a 3.5.
Did he jump off a bit too early at the end too?
Yeah, I think he was already feeling like, oh my God, like, okay, I'm still on this. I made it. Let me just get back out there again. Interesting.
Needs a 4.35 or better. And that's the whole reason why I let him go, but trying to break away. Smart move by Inoue.
Yeah, I think that was strategic there. They've kind of been surfing separate heats.
Went straight over to protect and get this wave that could potentially improve on the 4.17. Good hit right there from Declan Wyton. That drop knee carve, that is just a patented maneuver of his on the open face here. One more. Great combo and very intelligent. More than anything, methodical right here in the last 6 minutes of the heat. Extremely important to not only improve, convert on a better ride than his backup at the moment.
Yeah, very well put together. He's just got that 2 steps. You can see right there he was more than an inch from the tip, but he's definitely a bit shy there. But it's the connectivity of the maneuvers from the nose to the tail and the rail, and just like always keeping that speed that I know the judges will acknowledge. And you can just feel that ferventness from him. He's still got a need to win, a fire to win. Looks like it's going to come in at a pretty high score, at least high for the heat.
Good eye here, though, Carla.
Yeah, it doesn't even quite tap it down there, perhaps kind of knowing. But then even there, I'd almost, okay, you see how he shifted it a bit forward there, got those toes over there. So good on Declan for, recognizing those nuances. And then the rest of this wave, he just keeps that speed, that flow, the power throughout, and it's seamless. There's really no moment of
hiccup.
No hiccup, and no moments of pause. He just keeps it constantly connected through each maneuver, and that's why he was awarded the 6.5.
And yeah, it's an interesting, and right here in competition, could mean that you're either making it into the quarters or the semis. What a maneuver right there from Declan. He hammers that thing shut. He's going to kick out with authority and intensity and gets the beach announcers talking about you.
At play. He's kind of sticking to this 2 quick steps. Again, I think he's just keeping his flow and his energy going. He was sitting under priority. There was no reason for him to sit on Taka.
Was
really explosive, even a bit of air off that at the end there.
Strong legs to hold that bottom turn too.
Very open-faced waves as Declan takes a bit of a victory lap in the last 30 seconds here.
Well, that could have been Taka's wave.
Yeah, I think Taka recognized, he knows at this point he has to get a 6.67 or better.
And he's up. This wave counts. Gets a perched 5 to start things off. This wave fizzling out. We call that petting the kitty right here. Judges don't necessarily like that. It means that you're forcing those transitions, but surfing it extremely well.
They don't really necessarily like that paddling sort of in the wave. You got to give it to him for putting it all out there, though. Gets the steps up, gets a bit 10, wraps it around. He's keeping the connectivity of flow right in there, though. But that's that part in the wave that is fat and that you're kind of trying to get into the next section, and he does do it. He gets more tip time. He's lively, he's spicy, he connects it, he lands it.
For the surfer out of Sydney, Australia, last year's number 4 in the world. He's looking to become world number 1 at the end of the season and looking for his first victory at the Lexus US Open of Surfing presented by Pacifico.
How did you grind out the victory?
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate. We didn't get a big flurry of waves, which tends to happen in a couple of heats. I think it's kind of 2 on, 1 off. But the waves are super fun. They're just real peaky and hard to surf. So you kind of take off and just got to get as much done at the start as you can. But yeah, stoked to just get through.
As you should be. Your best result so far here in Huntington by making it on to the semifinals. How much does that stat weigh on you as you're paddling out into the quarters?
Yeah, I'm super stoked to get through that round. I've only had 5th and 9th here, and to kick off the year, especially going into a big break, you don't really want to be dwelling on a bad result. It's quite nice to get a good result, and it's funny, this place is probably the most similar to home on tour, but it's the one I've always struggled at. So to get a good result here and then take that into the rest of the year, and hopefully I've had results at Bells and stuff in the past, so hopefully build on that. And yeah, I'm so stoked.
How do you get ready for the semis?
Yeah, we've kind of got a rough plan, Tal and I, and just take some time now, go get a coffee, get off the beach, because I did a full day down here yesterday. It was brutal. The sun's so gnarly. And then just come back, and it's going to change between now and then, so just reassess when we come back.
Good luck. Thanks.
Thanks, AJ.